On April 2nd, I sent a wire transfer from E-Trade to Binance USA. It has been lost. I've been trying now since April 2nd to get my money back. I've had one or two emails from them. Absolutely nothing solid. And I'm trying to get some help and some light shined on this situation because there's just no phone number for Binance USA, no human contact, just occasionally an email that basically says you just have to wait. And so I've reached out to a pissed off customer and hopes that this video and YouTube will share some public light. And I hope anyone else that's going through this will go to them and tell their story also. Back in April, around April the 2nd, I went to, I got directions from Binance to wire them $8,000 to buy some different cryptocurrencies I wish to buy. And I went to E-Trade to my account and sent a wire transfer. Okay. 2 or 3 days later, on about the 5th of April, I got an email from them that said our partner has received, I think it's called Sun Trust in Las Vegas. It went through a bank in New York. We've received the money, but there wasn't a Q code with it. And they said, write the Q code. So I wrote it on the email where they advised me to write it, and didn't hear anything from them. And they sent 1 or 2 emails, and they said, okay, our partner got the money, but it didn't have the correct Q code. So after 2 or 3 weeks, I called E-Trade and I said, can you reverse the wire transfer, which they did, and asked for the money back, but they never would send it back. And I have probably 10 times emailed them. They have no U.S. consumer phone number for you to call. And basically they sent me an email saying the more, in a nice way, the more you complain, the more you set up tickets, the further in the queue you get pushed down. So I've called their correspondent bank, the bank in New York. Both of them say, we can't talk to you. You can only talk to Binance USA. And there's no way to talk to them except via email, and they just won't reply. So now here we are on the 8th of May, and my $8,000, I have an email saying their bank got it, but no one has called back, no one has texted, no one has emailed. So I don't have access to my money. I don't know if I'll ever get it back. I don't even know where it is. For someone to tell me where the money is and just close the account and get my money back, because I've read they're overwhelmed, and I see different emails from people when I look at their site and stuff. They have no consumer service in the United States. It's very difficult to deal with them, to get any communication from them. And I've probably made 10 phone calls and to no avail. I'm hoping that Binance will reach out and do the right thing and at least credit the money to my account or send it back to E-Trade. I mean, their offices where they hold the money in trust are right in Las Vegas. I mean, I could drive over there if I had to talk to someone, but they won't talk to you. No one will communicate. Well, because I just feel like a company that's the biggest crypto exchange in the world, them and the one in China, Binance China, they're the biggest in the world, and they're probably taking in billions of dollars a week. It's not like they couldn't afford to have a phone number for people to call, and we could get this solved in probably 10 minutes, and they could find out where the wire transfer went. But E-Trade said we did what we were supposed to do. We sent it. The bank says they have it, and they got it, and that's all we can do. And we've asked for them to send it back, and we have no response from them. Well, just be very careful who you send money to, because short of going to FINRA, which is the federal agency that regulates financial entities, there's not much you can do. And even if you go to FINRA, it may be months or years before it gets resolved. And that's my next step. If I can't get someone to at least talk to me about where my money is or what happened, then I'm going to file a complaint with FINRA that basically, they don't have any consumer, they don't have a real clear consumer path if you have a complaint. And they did send me one email that said, "How do you feel about our customer service?" And I tried to reply, and it said, "Sorry, you can't reply to this." After they sent me the email asking me to rate their customer service, this ticket is now expired. So the communication is very cryptic and unclear, and I have no idea other than they're just overwhelmed. I don't think they're purposely doing this, or they're crooks or criminals. I'm not saying that. I just think they're overwhelmed because there's hundreds of millions of people that are trying to get into the cryptocurrency game, and certain companies only have certain coins. So you have to find, if you want to buy a Theta coin or an AMP coin or whatever, one of the less known coins, sometimes it'll be with one company, and that's the only place in the world that you can get it. And that was the case with Binance.